as follows. First of all, some international news. Tropical storm Elsa headed to landfall on central Cuba coast. Philippine military's worst air disaster kills 50, wounds 49. Mexican oil giant says no environmental damage from rigging Gulf fire. Germany relaxes curbs on travelers from India and UK. Sri Lanka receives 26,000 doses of US-made Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. Plane with 28 on board goes missing in Russia's Far East. Let's get into some national news. SC, or we can say Supreme Court, refuses to intervene against Odisha order restricting Jagannath Rath Yatra. Medium intensity quake hits Jhajjar in Haryana, tremors felt in Delhi and nearby areas. Union cabinet reshuffle likely this week. India to make Co-win available to all countries, said Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, some state news. Chhattisgarh IPS officer suspended after ACB raids his properties. Now, an update from CBSE. CBSE divides 2021 and 2022 academic year into two terms. Now, let's move on to some sports news. From Tokyo Olympics, Japan looking to allow only VIPs at venues for opening ceremony. England's cricket team hit by 7 positive COVID-19 cases ahead of ODI series versus Pakistan. So, that is all for today's news. Stay tuned for further updates. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello everybody, this is Mrs. P. Swati Balaji, PGT Physical Education, MGM Senior Secondary School, Bhilai. Here I am before you presenting a new episode of Enriched Life with Physical Education and Sports, through which I'll be explaining you about the levers. Levers, of course, through the sports activities. So, according to a legend, Archimedes once famously said, "Give me a place to stand and I shall move the earth with it." This was uttered by him when he had uncovered the principles of lever. This very clearly represents the importance of lever. If it weren't levers, one could not move. The human muscular and skeletal structure comprises of levers which allow us to move our limbs. We in turn use external levers to amplify our strength and to move objects much heavier than what we could move without them. So, let's understand what the levers are. Levers are the simple machine which make our work easier. These comprise of a rigid beam and a fulcrum. The effort or the input force and load, that is output force, are applied on the either end of the beam. The fulcrum or axis is the point on which the beam pivots. Levers work to reduce the amount of effort force required to move a load, providing a mechanical advantage. Levers are all around us and within us, as the basic physical principles of lever are what allow our muscles and tendons to move our limbs. Inside the body, bones act as the beams and joints act as the fulcrums. On the basis of the locations of the fulcrum, load and effort, the levers are divided into three categories. That is, first class levers, in which the fulcrum is in between the effort and load. Second class lever, in which the effort and fulcrum, they both are at two ends and the load is in between. The load is in between in the second class lever. And in third class lever, the effort is in between the load and the fulcrum. Okay. So these are the three types of levers that we are going to study through various examples of our daily life, of our body and the sports activities. Now the everyday examples of the first class levers can be seen in seesaw and scissors. These are just the things which we see in our daily life. Scissors we use to cut something. So the end at which we apply the force is the effort end. The end where the objects get cut is the load end, and the between where the two scissors, the pair of scissors, they move along the like pivot, that is the fulcrum. Okay, so this is the example of first class of levers. So in our body also we may find these first class lever. Where could we find the first class lever? It is at the neck area, okay, where our head and the rest of the body gets combined, gets joined. There the neck muscles, they apply the effort to move the head up and down, and the neck, the bone of the neck, the vertebrae of the neck, they act as the pivot or the fulcrum. So at the neck area where the head moves through the muscles of neck, here we may find the example of first class of lever in our body. Now the first class of levers can also be found in various examples of sports activities. Where could we find them? That I am going to tell you now. The first class of levers could be understood through the dribbling of basketball. When we dribble the basketball, we apply force through our arms, and the elbow joint, it acts as the fulcrum, okay, and the load which gets moved is the basketball while dribbling. Here is this is an example of first class of lever working there in the sports activity. Other example is seen in the press-ups. When we press our body down on the bench, or like if we curl up. Now about the second class of levers. The second class of levers, here we find that the load is in between the fulcrum and the effort. The daily day-to-day example of the second class lever could be seen in the nutcrackers. Nutcrackers, where we place the nut in between, where the fulcrum is at one end, and we apply pressure at the other end. Okay, so the nut gets broken through that. So that is the second kind of lever, second type of lever that works there. Another example, day-to-day life, wheelbarrow. When we carry the wheelbarrow, the wheels act as the fulcrum, and the handles where we apply the force, that is the effort end. Then in between, in the middle, there is the carrier through which the load is carried on. So these are the two examples of day-to-day life where we can see the second type of levers. In our body also we can find the second type of lever. Where we can find? When we lift up our body through the at the toes, on foot when we lift up, or when we walk, or when we run. Okay, at that time the toes or the balls of the toes, they act as the fulcrum. Okay, the calf muscles, they act as the effort, and the body weight that is lifted up, that is the load. So at one end, the balls of toes, they act as fulcrum. To the other end, the calf muscles, they act as the effort end, and the body weight in between. Okay, here in this example we see the second type of lever in our body. Now the example of a sports activity which explain the second type of lever. It is the push. It's very common activity, and now every teenager it is practicing this activity. So push-ups. How push-ups are the second type of levers? Are the example of second type of levers? Here, the toes again, they act as the fulcrum. The arms through which we lift our body and put and then again put it down, that those arms are the effort end, and the body that gets lifted up and put down. This altogether comprise the example of second type of lever in the sports activity. Again, the toes act as fulcrum, the effort end is acted by the arms, and the body that gets lifted up is the load. So load is in between the effort and fulcrum in the second type of levers. Hope you understood the second type of levers through sports activities. Now we'll understand the third type of levers. In third type of levers, we see that effort is applied in between and load and the fulcrum are at the two ends. The very common example of this in our day-to-day life is brooms. Yeah, brooms. Here, the brooms at one end, we apply the, it is used as the fulcrum where we hold the broom. Then through the other end, the load, that is the garbage, it is get cleaned up, where the effort is applied in between through our hands. So this is the third type of lever, the very day-to-day example of third type of lever. Other example of day-to-day life is tweezers or tongs, where mama prepares chapatis at home using the tongs. Other example is fishing rod also. So these are the day-to-day examples where we can find the third type of levers. Now example of third type of lever in our body, we can see when we curl up, when we curl the arms, arm curls, where arm curls are done, there at one in our palm we hold the load, or we hold the the dumbbell, and the elbow act as fulcrum, and the effort is applied through the muscles of the arm. So this is the body example of third type of lever. In the field of sports, where we can find this the third type of lever in like activities of like batting in cricket, smashing in badminton or tennis. These are the examples showing the third type of lever working there. Other example is also seen in the diving, then kicking a football. These are the examples which tell us that third type of lever is working. This I'll explain you how it works. When we hit the ball through the bat, the end of the bat or the racket in badminton or tennis, they work as fulcrum. The effort is applied in between to the hands, and the load, that is either the ball or the shuttlecock, is moved away through the hit. Okay, so this way third type of lever work there, in cricket also, in badminton also, in tennis also, baseball also. Now in football, how third type of lever work? Here, when we kick the ball in football, we kick the ball, the knee is working as the fulcrum. The force is applied to the lower leg muscles, and the load, that is the ball, is kicked away. So here we can see in these all examples of sports activities, the third type of levers work. Hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I hope this episode is helpful for you all to understand the lever very nicely and easily. Stay tuned for some more interesting episodes. Till then, stay safe. Goodbye.